Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. When we last... excuse me there for a second. When we last left off, we were just doing some building and generally getting some good work done here, so that's always a good thing. There have been several updates since we last played, including a cap to the max decor expectation of people, so decor will not be quite as big of an issue. In fact, I'm pretty sure the cap is... I think I read it was like 50 or something now, so... yeah, we could actually get away with a lot less. Which is good, I suppose. I'm also thinking at some point we are probably going to want to do some more fancy stuff here. As, when we last left off, yeah, we were still kind of dealing with some stuff here. There is a lot of gas pressure. Here there's, of course, all this carbon dioxide just down here. I'm actually almost wondering to myself if the smart play would be to put the algae terrarium down here in the water. I'm not entirely sure if that would work, but having said that, let me pause, I guess, while I'm thinking about this. I did, in an off-camera sort of play here, I did have something like this going on where I had some algae terrariums in water, though they weren't completely submerged, so I'm not entirely sure if that would be a smart play or not. But it could be. And at some point, we're also going to want to try getting puffs. What do puffs give off? What do you give off, sir? I forget exactly what it is, but these various creatures give off various things. Like, I want to say this puffed might give off contaminated oxygen. I know there's something that gives off, I'll have to look into this again, of course, but there's something that if you feed it, I think, contaminated oxygen, it produces slime, which can, of course, then be turned into algae, which is very useful. And basically, if we can get some kind of farm thing going with these creatures, you know, whatever is required or whatever they need in order to do their thing, then, yeah, we could get some good stuff going here. Just make sure everything that needs to be sweeped is getting sweeped at some point sooner or later. Yes. Because, I mean, we are sooner or later also going to run out of algae, so it is going to be important. Let's actually look at our research, see where we're going with all this. Yes, it is going to be very, very important to eventually get all this stuff going here. Oh, yes, oh, good, we do have the hydrogen generator. What are we working on? Sanitation sciences, I assume, since we're almost there, apparently. Alright, good. Anyway, so we have that. We have people working on stuff here. I actually think we might even try really upping the number of duplicants we have. That might not be a good idea, but I think it could be a neat idea, so we'll want to do that at some... actually, wait, what are our priorities here? These are 6s. Let's make these 7s. Like so. And then we will make digging this a 6. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright, we have all this. Air deodorizer. What do we need for this? Let's see. Reduces the threat of disease by filtering contaminated oxygen out of the air. Now, the interesting thing is that right now, there's really no effect of disease or anything like that. It's sort of like a thing, but apparently it doesn't actually do anything just yet. At least not as of the last time I checked. It may do something now. And we are probably going to want to build proper lavatories and showers. Of course, in order to do that, we're going to want to make sure we have a proper place to dump our waste. So I want to figure this one out. Like, do I really want to keep this like this? Also, I am kind of disturbed by the fact that all this contaminated oxygen is just floating here, but I'm pretty sure it's all slowly going to make its way downtown anyway, so to speak. Showers to keep people happier. I know with stuff, well, yeah. Not too big of a deal just yet, but we'd probably want to be concerned about some of this stuff. Airtight seal functions in a manual, or as a manual airlock when no power is available. Gotcha. And we still need mesh tiles, and at some point there's thermal tiles or something, aren't there? That, yeah, that help prevent stuff from getting in. By that, I mean keeping... What's this? Mesh tile. There we are, insulated tile. Lowers heat transfer, which is something we'll want eventually, because we don't really want the heat death of the universe here. What do I want? What would be the most important? I mean, this mesh tile could be useful. Does not obstruct the flow of liquids or gases. We'll want to play with that at some... You know what? We'll go with this for now. And sooner or later, we're going to unlock everything. And I guess what interests me right now is just watching and seeing if certain work ever actually gets done. Because we do have stuff over here. We do have plenty of seeds. No, I want to expand this because I do want to make sure that, you know, we get some actual work done here. Another thing I apparently really want to be careful of is that our food actually can rot. Which is actually why maybe I should have gone for the refrigerator instead. Yeah, because apparently food will just straight up disappear and die once it rots. Well, actually, we have a lot of consumable ore, so that's probably not why this is not getting done. It's probably just low priority. Yeah. Relatively low priorities going on here. Incidentally, with stress. Nadia is our most stressed individual at the moment, so that'll be Nadia's when she needs it. Which hopefully won't be for a while. Alright, people are taking care of their needs. Everyone's pretty happy. I mean, we've got a reasonable thing going here. Though I probably still need more in the way of art and such. Mostly because most of the colony is in fact not exactly very decor friendly as far as the needs of our colonists go. But we can work on that. I mean, I'm not really concerned about the storage room, for instance. Oh, I wonder, should I put a deodorizer in here? I'm trying to think to myself of what would be the ideal way of balancing things. There's like a lot of CO2 buildup here. Kind of wondering if I might actually even need more algae terrariums. Or if it might just be a smart idea, replace this tile with a gas permeable tile and build like a little room down here and move the algae terrariums down here. Might be a smart play. And I guess, you know what, with that in mind, maybe that is the play I will make. As well as maybe making everything bigger. But again, you set everything to be priority 9 and nothing gets done, so you gotta be careful about that. Really... Well, no, I don't really want to extend this that much. Mostly what I want to do is, I don't know, something like that. Well, I guess we want it to be reasonably large in size to be a good oxygen sink. Or a good CO2 sink, rather. And I'll probably make like a little bypass over here once we've got all the CO2 dealt with. Oh dear. Mildred is not doing so well. Not at all. Of course, then again, I guess I need to kind of worry about how people are going to get back up, so... I guess that is an issue. Alright, we'll make this a 7 priority. Of course, it still leads... You know what? No, that's gonna just lead to an issue where someone is going to die sooner or later as a result of that silliness. Well, then again, do I want to actually lock this off? The answer is probably not. I just want all the CO2 to drop. And I kind of wondered to myself if I could mine this out in such a way, like would the water spill in here? Might. But I feel it might still be a good idea to do something sort of like this, in the hopes that, yeah, it'll work. Mostly. And if we get a little water to spill in there, it'll just automatically water these, so it'll probably be fine. And we'll get rid of all 3 of these and then put like 3 or 4 down here. Something like that. Let's look at our reports, see how we're doing. Basically what I'm thinking to myself here... Wow. Wait. Wait, added, removed, net. That, doesn't quite sound right to me. I'm reading that right. Feels like it changed. Alright, we want a new person. But who do we want? Maybe this, +6 strength person. Never narcoleptic. That's kind of unfortunate. Of course, then again, you have... Well, no, because I like the idea of strength. It means you can carry more. Because again, as far as I can tell, there's still not really a way to level strength. Let's see. Zeke's snobby exterior is a defense to protect the kind, mushy heart that lurks within. Aw. Sure, I'll print you. We need one more person anyway. We have the extra bed for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we do need a new bed. Oh, and we actually finished with our refrigerator. Nice. Alright, I will... What? Well, now we'll worry about the fridge later. Fridges are for later. What we want right now is furniture and an extra mess table. There we go. You have to sit all by yourself. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but that is how it is. Oh, right. Another thing I should probably do is with our new person here. Let's see, I don't want you doing any combat, no cooking, no art. Composting, sure, why not? No research. You can generate power if, you know, you have nothing better to do. No building. And you can deliver. That's also okay. That is acceptable. Alright. I'm still actually kind of surprised at how little actually seems to be getting done around here. Well, then again, no, there's work getting done over there. Let's make sweeping all this stuff a level 8 priority. There we go. Ooh, a lot of gaseous material over here. Which actually means what I should do is put the little gas permeable tile over here. Because again, everything is eventually going to filter over here. And over here, apparently, as well. We'll figure it out. Because I want one day, my dream is so that one day it'll be just nothing but nice light blue in all the living areas. Oh, also, there is no research going on right now. That is very silly of me. Let's work our way up to... Actually, if I just do this, yeah, they'll just queue it. Makes a lot of sense. And at some point, I do still want to build a wait, what are you doing? Yeah, you seem to be sucking in the yeah, okay, so you are sucking in contaminated oxygen, and you are pooping out slime. So, we want you. We want you. In fact, we want to figure out a way to pump as much contaminated oxygen in here as possible for our puffed to eat. Then we want to harvest the slime. I don't think puffs will attack our colonists, but I'm not sure. Oh good, everyone has a bed. Everyone is happy. Which makes me a very happy man. Yeah, we are definitely not getting rid of CO2 at a fast enough rate. And yet we seem to be doing okay. So that's good. Alright. Okay, now we've got insufficient oxygen generation. That makes sense because we are, we do have new people. Alright, good for you. And insufficient, what's this? Crucial materials. We do not have anything for the microbe musher. Alright, then we'll just cancel that, do that. Again, I kind of wish it just automatically knew to go to the next thing in the queue if they were both on infinite. But, oh well, that's something we can worry about later. Alright, we are getting work done. That's good. And, what is this? Contaminated dirt. Yeah, we're gonna want to do something about that. At some point. Alright. And I think we want one more ladder just to make sure people can get back up. Alright. And again, I want to push this as best we can. Alright, calm down, people. You'll be okay. I think this will be an acceptable oxygen sink. Or a CO2 sink, rather. Probably. We'll see, though. We'll see how this plays out. And you know what? I'm actually going to cancel this dig for now. Just to make sure we dig all this stuff instead. You know what? Actually, if I keep this ladder, I don't even need a gas-permeable tile. It'll just take care of itself. Beautiful. Brilliant. Of course, we do have pipes now. I could just create some kind of locked or air-sealed area and then pump all the CO2 into that. Then we have our terrariums, or we could use the old CO2 scrubber. Actually, what does the, or we don't have the air scrubber yet. What does it require? Water, CO2, power. Well, I mean, and let's see, it produces contaminated water, carbon dioxide, or it lowers carbon dioxide, and it lowers, oh, you know what? I didn't even notice this. Okay, so this produces oxygen and hydrogen. It also creates some heat. That's good to know. And where is the, under power, the hydrogen generator thing? There we are, power. Alright, Mr. Hydrogen Generator, what do you require? You basically just suck up hydrogen. Alright, so, logically here, my thought process is, yeah, if we can create a sealed room, which we're going to do eventually, because, I mean, we've almost unlocked everything that would create a sealed room, then we can basically have it pump in water for the hydrogen generator here, or for the electrolyzer here. And I think we would want that at the top of the base, because oxygen will fall. Well, actually, my thought process is even a bit more than that, even. Is the idea that the oxygen will fall because hydrogen will be pumped out, and it'll fill the top of the room where the hydrogen generator will be. We'll play around with that once we get to it. And we still have a lot of work to do right now. I mean, we have all these plants. I mean, as far as food is concerned, we do seem to have a reasonable thing going here. Sort of. Sort of. Oh dear. There is probably an issue with all these narcoleptics we have. That could lead to some issues. Alright, let's, oh, maybe I shouldn't mine it actually one lower, even. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. One lower, so I can put all the algae farm and terrariums right here. And we'll also tell everyone to sweep up everything at second maximum priority. There we go. That'll get some stuff, and we're almost into this area, so I guess what I could do is, like, eventually seal this off, have an airlock in here, and then that'll be what gets us into the slime zone. So we are going to want to harvest this at some point. Yeah. There we go. Oh, crap. Probably should have put that at maximum priority. There we go. Beautiful. Then we can get rid of these and do something with that. What's a thought occurs to me here? Am I, oh, research is done. Delightful. Alright, so now we're going to be working on insulation, which is the almost last step of the puzzle. And we'll just kind of need... And eventually we're probably going to want this air scrubber. So I assume the air scrubber will do a better... You do not look happy about your life right now. I'm assuming the air scrubber will do what we want. I mean, this water looks like it could last us almost forever, and we haven't even touched this water yet, so that's some good stuff. Alright, so we have 26,000 kilocalories of food available. We have almost no stress, which is good. So, overall, life is going well. I'm happy about that. No other basic needs to... I suppose I could do this, but it seems kind of silly. And nothing has felt so pressing that I've had to press this button as of yet. But we might want to at some point. You never know. Yeah, this is full of CO2, so basically we want these. Another one will go here eventually. Thermal regulator, hydrofan, good stuff. And I think if I just build this across, that'll allow them to kind of climb over here. I think. Alright, then they'll get their stuff eventually. Alright. And I'll get rid of these. There we are. We'll deconstruct 2 of them and then release that. I think with this ladder and this like this, we like 3 or 4 of these should be enough to suck up all the CO2 down here. I think. Probably. Maybe. There's also there's actually a lot of water that we haven't even begun to tap yet. So, that's good. And it's contaminated water, so we'll have to do something about that. And I'm sure the easiest way to do that would be to just superheat the water and then pump some of it away, and then, like, the liquid water, and then, yeah, I'm sure it'll all work out. I need to do something with these puffs at some point. At some point. Because, I mean, they're just eating all the contaminated air. Like, look at how breathable it is in here. He's just pooping out slime for us. Like, that is delightful. Also, do you see his little animation there? His little arms just wiggling around. Wait, is the contaminated water itself actually producing contaminated oxygen? So basically what you're saying is just like a small pool of contaminated water will produce infinite, well maybe not infinite, but a lot of contaminated oxygen. I wondered to myself, will eventually the water purify itself? Probably not, I'd have to purify it manually, but I mean with all this contaminated water over here, we could get some good stuff going here. And there's all kinds of contaminated oxygen over here. And there's some good stuff going on here. Probably need to do something with all this bad dirt and stuff. And we need an air deodorizer. What's this? Insufficient resources. Oh, shite. Are we out of algae? Well, that's not good. Deconstruct that. And we're going to have to pump our way in here. And assuming I can clear all this, what I should do is then just dig straight down from here. And I figure that'll cover our needs. Let's also raise the priorities here. I think we've got the basic premise working at this point. I think. Probably. Maybe. Might be working. Alright. Yeah, get rid of this and then these, and I'm pretty sure that'll make it so that they can then hop up, and then we'll have a little tunnel thing going here. We'll have an airlock here just to make sure the CO2 that's coming down here does not end up there. Yeah, I think this will balance out. In fact, already it looks like there is less CO2 in the living area. We still need to do stuff with our contaminated oxygen, because that's generally not good. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I swear it looks like the contaminated oxygen just floats. But I wonder if just having an air deodorizer in here would clean up this room. Alright. We do seem to be running short on algae. That's probably going to be an issue. So, with that in mind, it is going to be very important, I reckon, that we take care of things in the not-too-distant future. We'll make this a 7 priority. We do need more algae. Something like that. This. Alright. But yeah, and I should dig down here, because there's just a lot of slime, and there was algae down here as well, wasn't there? No, just slime. But we can turn the slime into algae, so it all works out at the end of the day. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, yeah, look, we've got everything working for us. Everything is working just perfectly. Alright. Do I want to put one more? No, I'm sure these three by themselves will be able to manage. Hopefully. Oh yeah, look at that. It'll be fine. Okay. I mean, there is still a lot of CO2 up here, so I will admit I am mildly concerned about that. But then again, if I leave it for a bit, I am sure the CO2 will kind of balance out eventually. Probably. Maybe I do need an air scrubber, though. Kind of wondering about that. Because I don't want to let the CO2 just kind of escape. Of course, then again, it's very breathable up here, so perhaps all I need to do is just dig out a little here, and then, oh, okay, we're building stuff here, we're harvesting, and let's try to sweep up all the wormwood here, or mealwood. Alright, I think we have the right idea going here, and again, the floor lamps are because that apparently helps these things grow faster, which is good, because we're probably going to need a lot more food growing at a faster rate. This still has not got done, so that's unfortunate. Alright, everything is working out right now, so that's okay. That's good. Do I have any other source of algae? I have algae here, I have algae here. Well, there is a big old chunk of algae here as well, so I could just harvest this algae without really having to worry about getting into the nitty-gritty stuff of dealing with this slime and hurting it yet. But we'll see, I guess, is my answer to that. We need this bleach stone at some point for hand sanitizer. Get people nice and squeaky clean. I'm also wondering to myself if I want to seal this off, as a lot of our oxygen is just kind of ending up in here, where it's not really doing anyone any good, now is it? There's a lot of contaminated air around here, which is going to get people sick. I'm going to have to do something about that as well. So, overall, I think we can see what our priorities are. And we will want to continue working on them. But for now, I reckon that's going to do it for this episode. So, until the next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button or maybe leave me a comment down below to let me know what you're thinking. And I will see you all in the next video.